Time I got pulled over, I was
While?
pissing on the police department.
You got pulled over. You got what? You pissed on a police department?
I was in Brockport. I was absolutely fucked out of my mind. The time I ran over a family of ducks.
Yeah, we can't talk about that one.
The
He
time
can.
I used to work at the
It was an
Econo
accident.
Lodge,
It'll get us canceled.
and people used to get super fucked up.
Get us
The time I got stuck upside down in the Subaru while trying to change the air filter. The air filter was absolutely fucked. in
Oh
the
my
Subaru.
god, did you ever hear about the...
You want to try talking straight into the mic here, off to the side? It's kind of.
I was just trying to look at you guys.
You
do it.
can you can tilt the mic.
Did you ever hear about the
There you go.
kid that was in the high school? And I think he was going to like a practice or something. And he got in his van and went to reach for his stuff in the back seat and fell. And I guess the way he fell, he like got stuck. And then he just died. He was just there, like couldn't move. And then because all the blood like rushing up and everything,
Yeah.
he just ended up dying. And he was found like 2 hours later.
Jesus.
Dude, he got stuck and died?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like in the back seat of his car.
If this audio is used, sorry about all the background noise. Matt's just trying to adjust his mic.
It should be fixed now. You want to try the drink of the week first?
Yeah,
Oh, well,
sure.
first we should probably say that we're back.
Welcome back to Between M&M.
Welcome
I'm
back.
Brandon.
To Between M&M.
I'm Matt. I'm depressed.
I'm also mad.
And
Headphone warning.
I had
After
something
it
I was going to
happened.
do in the intro, and I forgot.
I just had a rough week, so.
Shut up.
Thing you're gonna
You're
do.
bringing the whole thing down.
The thing you're gonna do in the intro is try the drink of the week.
The drink of the week. We got... Oh, that was loud. Alina Energy. Or
Alani.
Alani.
ALNI something.
ALANI.
It's an energy drink this week. It's
Cosmic Stardust.
Cosmic Stardust is the flavor, I believe.
Zero sugar in an energy drink. That's kind of
Yeah. Only has 10
you don't
calories.
see that too often.
It's probably just fake sugar.
Aspartame.
Yeah. Oop.
But them carbs though. they're
I'm
actually
pretty
kinda
sure
low.
it's going to taste a lot like original Red Bull because it's got taurine in it.
Pretty much
Um,
every energy drink has taurine in it.
What is it?
Monsters
like the
have them.
Kickstart. Yeah, Monster. Anything that
Real
tastes
energy
like
drinks.
Monster
Yeah.
and Red Bull, they have it. And that's the flavor I don't like. That's why I like the flavored Red Bull.
Because the Mountain Dew Kickstart, that's more of a
That's
super
more of a soda.
caffeinated soda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be one of these people.
All right. You do you, boo. But yeah, let's crack them open, and
All right, let's try it.
you're gonna get us demonetized, bitch.
It's a healthy drink. Kinda.
Yeah, YouTube AI robots don't know that.
You can fight it.
Oh, actually, give it a smell. Give me a smell test.
It smells like
Oh,
a grape
yeah,
fucking Red Bull.
It smells
it
good.
Smells really good. It
Purple
smells
too.
like
It's purple.
Ooh, that smells so good. Yeah, it's very grapey.
Sheeter, like put your nose in it
I
and
was-
sniff.
I was waiting for it.
Just-
Your eye burns, might as well make your nose burn too.
Just
All
inhale.
right, smelling salts or cosmic
It
stardust.
smells really good. It smells a lot like.
That just plugged my
Oh,
ears.
you know what it does smell like? It smells like Captain Crunch.
Okay, I haven't.
Captain
It's-
Crunch, oops, all berries.
It's been over 10 years since I've had Captain Crunch.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
He
Because I'm not a child.
eats cereal like 5 times a day.
Oh,
So.
I ate
yeah,
it.
all the time.
Actually, yesterday only ate one meal. Today I only ate one meal. No, not even. I didn't eat anything yet.
I've
Me-
been doing
Besides the
a,
cheese stick.
a
Me, no
calorie
meal
deficit
either.
diet.
I've just been a depression starvation.
Woohoo.
Nice.
Me need oatmeal. No meal either.
You got to do like a
Yeah.
one.
Sounded like I said, me no eat oatmeal either.
I wasn't even listening to you.
All right, let's give it a taste
All
test.
right.
Tell me what you think.
Very grapey.
Oh,
Oh.
that tastes a lot better than I thought it would.
It has a cotton candy thing.
Yeah. I guess space tastes like cotton candy.
Where'd you get these from?
Walmart.
Fragments. Oh, wait.
It was Walmart.
Oh,
7-Eleven.
Yes, it was. Because I went to pick up the headphones and the audio cable.
No, we got these at the same time.
Yeah, as I was picking up these headphones because you were with me.
They don't sell ONN brand headphones at Wegmans.
Wegmans.
Is this another one of those
pretty-
freaking jokes?
I'm convinced that this is
When life hands you melons.
No, the only thing that's a joke is Matt's memory.
Yeah, that too.
fuck you.
He won't remember.
That was
in
a
10
joke.
minutes.
Go fuck yourself. Give it a 1 out of 10.
Can we
score.
talk about how Matt wears boots and tight pants? Okay, fuck off.
Fucking Mike.
Oh, that was hilarious. Part of the last episode if you haven't seen it.
Who does? That Matt?
Yeah. Well, I wore. No, it wasn't these pants, but I was
Mike
wearing a
brought it
different
up,
pair of
and then
pants.
Matt just goes, "You know what? Fuck off,
off."
dude."
Oh, yeah.
And it was so genuine. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Give it
So-
a. What's your 1 out of 10?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I would definitely drink this more.
I really like it.
I'd probably drink it regularly if I were to start drinking energy drinks regularly.
Yeah.
Alani, if you sponsor us, we'll have an LED sign right up here,
Probably next to the Resurrection Fitness.
right next to the Between M&M thing that's right here, and
Lonnie,
The ones
please
that aren't
sponsor us.
there today.
I'll put them in.
Give
Oh,
give
I
Alani
won't.
your best.
put it right
First of all,
above
we need to
the.
make sure we're saying the name right. Alani.
We just-
Give Alani your best case for why they should sponsor us.
Because their drinks are actually delicious.
Yeah,
Um,
especially for an energy drink, they don't taste like an energy drink.
That's a they.
Liquid
thing.
IV never got back to us, so we can.
or any of the other drinks that we've done product placement on.
Yeah, but most of them we said were terrible.
Yeah. Alani, your Cosmic Stardust flavor is
Wow.
actually genuinely good.
That was loud.
Yeah.
Uh,
Put all over there.
Yeah.
If you want to sponsor us
No, I meant-
and let us drink your drink all the time, we'll talk about how good it is.
Yeah, I mean it's super good. Yeah, 0 sugars, 200 milligrams of caffeine.
It actually doesn't have a weird artificial sugar taste.
Yeah. It doesn't have that, and the taurine you can't even taste.
Yeah, it's really
This
good.
seems
actually.
like we're getting paid for it.
I know, but we actually aren't. We actually
No.
do really like your drink.
Yeah, this is actually really good. Everybody go at Alani, or is there a parent company to this?
So you guys
No,
want to
it's
talk
Alani
about that
Nutrition.
time that I
Everybody
ran
go
over
at them on Twitter.
a family of ducks?
Yes. Let's hear your story about murdering.
An entire
I
squadron.
didn't
Entire
murder
family.
anything on purpose. It's not murder. It's an
entire
intentional
squadron.
homicide.
It's vehicular manslaughter.
It's homicide. It wasn't
Vehicular
on
duck
purpose.
slaughter.
It wasn't on purpose, so it's homicide. Back when I used to deliver pizzas all the time, I was
For a couple
delivering-
months.
I was delivering a pizza to Arkport, and I drove all the way to Arkport with this pizza, and I was on the way back. I was in my mom's car, because for whatever reason, and I was on my way back, and I was driving past whatever it is, the motor Harley Davidson.
Arkport cycles.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That was loud. You can mute that.
I was driving past Arkport Cycles, and I saw something in the road. And I was like, what is that thing in the road? And I looked, and I was getting real close to it, and I was like, I think that's a duck. And then it was
too
kind of,
late.
it's like a grassy area, so I could only see this one big duck. Oh,
Was it ducks or geese? Because there's a family of geese that live over there.
it was a duck. Well, whatever it is isn't living anymore. But
It's non-existent.
I saw this duck, and I was like, that's a pretty big duck, and what is it doing in the middle of the road? And I went to slam on my brakes, and as I was slamming on my brakes, like 5 or 6 tiny ducks come out behind it.
Ducklings.
They come out, yeah, tiny ducks, not ducklings. They come out right behind it, and I'm like, oh no, I'm going to hit those ducks. So I slam on the brakes, and I just go, "Drrrr," and just simultaneously run over all of these ducks. And I look in the rearview mirror, and there's just a massive cloud of feathers behind me. And I was like, oh no, I just ran over so many ducks.
No.
I ran over like probably at least 6 or 7 ducks. And I felt really bad. And I'm sorry for running over all those ducks. I'm going to make my formal apology right now because we're going to get canceled. So I'm just going to start my apology now.
And also,
Fine.
if you guys want more stories about ducks getting murdered or things like that, only 50% of you.
Yeah, really. Only 50% of the people that watch these videos are subscribed. So make sure you subscribe and smash-a-lash that like button.
Just like Matt smash-a-lash those ducks.
Oh,
Too
Jesus,
soon.
fucking
Too
crazy. Cut that shit out. We're going to get canceled
Hey,
for real.
Just the whole intro
can't say
just
that.
gets cut.
Restart.
Say that.
All right, so we got the drink that we.
So you want to give me a...
Mm.
Well, that was accurate as fuck.
That's what happens when I hang out with alcoholics.
Hey,
When you are an
alcoholic. Alcoholic. That one over there.
Listen, I only put a little bit of rum in this.
Oh, that's why
You want
that
some Crown in
bottle's
there?
half empty.
You want some in there?
No, yeah, I don't think it would be good.
It's actually... This is something unique, honestly.
What, did you see something?
No, I thought I heard something.
There
I
was
do
someone's
that.
foot squeaking.
I do that
Oh.
all the time. You know when you're like watching a YouTube video? I did this last night. Or no, 2 nights ago. Yeah. I was watching a YouTube video and I'm paranoid and I'm sitting in my bed and I always think people are about to bust into my house, right? And so I'm in my bed and I'm listening to this video
Stay
and
strapped or get clapped.
and I hear this super loud noise out of my left ear, which is where the door to my bedroom is. And I thought that someone was straight up kicking in my door, and I almost shit my pants. I was watching on my phone, and I had my headphones in, and I dropped my phone, and I was inches from about to kill somebody. And I look over,
This
and I'm
man's
like,
trying to get his pistol permit.
you can't say that shit on here. I'll never get it now.
Yeah, they look into that shit. Any social medias.
Well, it literally has his name all over the social media.
Well, now you're going to have to actually cut this shit, because I want to get a pistol permit. And I don't want to fucking not get a pistol permit.
Well, then don't talk about how you're paranoid and you're about to kill somebody that's banging, that supposedly somebody that's banging on your door that doesn't exist. How about you think?
How about you don't get me fucking arrested?
Oil
For
separated
bullshit.
in that.
Anyways, I thought I was going to die, and turns out that it was just in the video. It wasn't actually anything that really happened.
See, I don't listen to or watch YouTube with headphones on.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't have that issue.
I did not
Just-
almost just throw up.
For any of the people that are listening, please don't deny my pistol permit application. I'm not paranoid. It is actually just the video. The video tricked me, and I please give me my pistol permit.
And this is all just for content. The whole story was fake.
No,
That's
it's
fake
real.
news.
Fake news.
Bye.
So I did my taxes like a month ago or whatever.
Sounds boring.
Have you not gotten it back yet?
So I did it all correct, or I thought I did. Like 100%. Like
Got rejected.
maybe the previous years they weren't so accurate. Accidentally.
You're going to get fucking canceled, too, for saying that.
This year.
Maybe I lied on my taxes.
This
You're gonna
year
get audited.
I had like all my taxes,
Go
all my
back like 8 years.
stocks. I put it all together, did all my taxes like 100% correct, and I was excited because I was like, yes, finally did my taxes 100% correct, and I'm getting like $1,200 back. That's cool. Shut up, one with a kid.
And one on the way.
Headphone
So-
users.
Yeah. And so I'm getting like $1,200 back. I waiting for it to get approved. And then my brother, he's like, "Oh, I just did my taxes. I should be getting them back, whatever." I was like, "Cool, me too." Week later, he gets his back. And he did his taxes like a week after me. So I get an email like 2.5
Hey, you got to finish up your taxes.
yeah, 2.5, 3 weeks later, and it's an email from the IRS or something, and they're like, or no, I was looking at the status. That's what I did. I was looking at the status on the IRS website, and I log on, and they go, "We've made some changes to your taxes," and I go, "You don't get to choose that." So I look, and it went from me getting a $1,200 return to me owing $260.
Oh, you fucked up.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Turns out that I marked that I didn't get the third stimulus check because I thought the first and second stimulus check was just one stimulus check split up into two.
Yep.
I didn't realize that they counted it as two, and I thought the third one was talking about like the child tax credit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hit no, and so did my brother. I'm pretty sure he put no as well. But yeah, so now I owe money to the IRS, and to New York State. What do you think the chances are of them forgetting?
forgetting that you just owe them money?
Yeah.
If you don't pay it this year, it'll get garnished on your next
3.
year's taxes.
Oh, cool. Because I
Very.
also
Or they'll
owe,
garnish your wages.
I also owe Tax Act some money.
Who's Tax Act?
The company you pay to do your taxes?
Well, because I was doing it online.
Yep.
But because I did freelance work and I was doing it, and I had like a 1099 and everything.
Yep.
I have to pay for like the most expensive.
Tax bracket?
No, it's like there's the free version of doing taxes,
Yeah.
and then you get like the second thing that's like $80, and then you get the third, which is like $160. And I always have to do the third because I have a 1099. So I owed Tax Act like $160.
So they just
And
do
I-
your taxes without you paying them?
Well, no, I do my taxes, but they like it's the same thing as like
Just check it?
how do you do your taxes?
I don't.
I do it through, I think I used H&R Block this year.
Yeah, okay, it's that. It's just a website. It's the same thing
So why do you pay these people to do nothing?
because they made software to make it easier.
Oh.
Just like going
Seems
through
lame.
H&R Block or
Your taxes can't be that complicated.
Matt.
Says
feel
the
like
one
if
who's
you-
never done his own
If you do
taxes.
you have to pay to
If
do
you
your
like
taxes.
hearing stories about us doing taxes, leave a like or in the
Simple
comments.
returns are free. State
Simple returns
for
with one W-2.
federal. State returns
State is like
usually,
$30.
Yeah.
But you have to pay for them no matter what. Basically. But yeah, so I got an email today from Tax Act. They were like, "We still haven't received your money, even though you selected that. We could just take it out of your return." And I was like, "Well, about that." And then they said that if I don't get it paid by the 14th, then they're just gonna pull it from my account. So
Yeah, they
I gotta hide my money. Who wants to hold on to it?
Not me.
just throw it in your laundry machine, laundering
Yeah.
money.
Just bury it.
I got audited 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh.
And it was on a time when I didn't do my taxes that year. Someone else did them for me.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
ended up owing another, I think it was like almost $2,000.
How?
I don't know. Beats me.
How do you... I worked with a guy before, and he goes, "Yeah, I didn't think I was supposed to get anything back on my taxes, but this year I'm getting like $8,000 back." And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's what it said." And I go, "That's not right." I go, "You don't have a kid, right?" And he goes, "No."
Hmm.
And I was like, "Then you should not be getting $8,000 back."
And you fuck something up.
Because I was working the same job as him. He was getting paid like maybe $1 more. He should not have gotten $8,000 back.
Unless
and I
he's
go,
unless he's doing a lot of fucking charitable donations or something.
I go, "Did you do your taxes this year?" And he goes, "No, I had one of my buddies do them." And I go,
He fucked you.
He messed something up. You're not supposed to get that much back." And he goes, "Well, if they send me the money." I don't know what
They
ever
send me the
happened to
money,
that.
then fuck them. I'm not paying them back.
Yeah.
And that's how you get fucked the next year.
Speaking of taxes, did you see the new bill that they're
Gas
trying-
cards?
What?
The gas card thing?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
No. I haven't heard about that.
Oh,
But they're
shit.
trying to tax unrealized gains on stocks and stuff for people that make more than like a crazy amount of money, like taxing the rich basically. People that make more than however many millions of dollars, they want to tax their unrealized gains on their stocks.
Well, it doesn't affect any of us.
Right.
Or basically anybody.
Not yet. Not until we blow up.
Yeah.
Don't like our fucking podcast. Do not like this and do not subscribe.
I can't afford that shit.
Yeah, I can't afford to pay money on money that
I'm making.
I think it's a good thing.
I can't afford money, so don't like this. You want to hear about the time? Oh, wait. Does anybody have a good story before I tell the story?
My house almost burnt down.
Oh shit!
Was
yeah,
that Monday
I forgot
night?
about that.
Oh, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah. It was probably 10 o'clock. I was like, Alex, I think I'm staying up late tonight. Just don't feel like going to bed. Kind of still wide awake. Sat down on the couch, started playing games on my phone. Alex was over in her chair in the living room, and was laying there watching TV as well, and just smell something weird. I was like, that doesn't smell right. This
I smell
bullshit.
that every time I'm over at your house.
Is it just my legs?
It's just you, yeah.
But
Something doesn't smell right in here. I don't know what it is.
it smelled like a hot electrical smell, like the wires burning up.
That's my cologne.
Yeah.
Hot electric.
electrical. Oh my god, that's definitely cologne that Tesla would release.
Yeah, hot electric.
But
It smells like dying.
Actually, no, because they have all those videos
of
about
Tesla's
Teslas
burning.
exploding.
And
Tesla on fire.
Unless he just went on with the meme, which is something Elon would do.
We just keep interrupting you talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
hot
sorry.
electric.
But anyways, I started smelling this scent and went throughout the house, looked at the stove, made sure the stove was off, like, because sometimes the stove gets left on. It happens. And sometimes there's shit in the stove, like fucking will stuff like a cake thing with a plastic cover in it.
Yeah.
And then looked at all the freaking electrical outlets around the house, couldn't find anything, went down to the basement, all around the heater, couldn't smell anything by the heater. Went upstairs, and you could smell the burning smell through the vents. I was like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
is the furnace on fire right now? Went down in, popped the back cover off of it where the blower is, and just billowing out smoke outside the
Oh god.
out of the blower motor. So fucking luckily I stayed awake that night,
Yeah.
or else I could have died.
That'd be an efficient way to die. It just fire getting pumped through your whole
Yeah.
HVAC system.
Actually, it's kind of really efficient.
Yeah,
That one guy did it.
exactly.
H.H. Holmes.
Oh.
Is that how you burned houses down?
No, H.H. Holmes, he owned this hotel, and in each of the rooms he installed little pipes.
For
And when
gas?
people were living there, he would just pump gas into it and kill people that were staying at the hotels. And then he would go into their rooms and dump them in like a drop chute that took them all the way down to the basement.
Oh, do you have an incinerator in the basement?
No, he just buried them. I'm pretty sure.
Is that who you did on your
Yeah. Howard Henry Holmes. They also did what's that American it's like a TV show that's about like
I'm very interested in the way you
I'm
put,
very interested in knowing what he's talking about, this the show.
yeah,
I'm
this,
very interested in
this
the way
TV show.
you put
It's,
earbuds in. They're
Uh,
very fucked.
what?
Your earbuds, the way you put them in. You have them like this in your ear.
I know.
Well, I got these
Uh,
fancy ones.
Yeah, that's
American Horror Stories.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah. They did a season on based off of him
Yeah.
roughly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You have anything interesting that happened to you this week? Aside from
me.
yeah,
Um,
or in general, any story from your life.
just me having to pay back my taxes.
There you go again, scratching on the mic again.
Let me just. Actually, now I got an itch.
Just put a part before this, like 10 seconds before this, that says warning headphone users.
Rip headphone users.
ASMR. This is the ASMR part of the.
Oh,
This is the ASMR.
you want to do the
part
next
of
like 2 minutes of this podcast in ASMR?
No.
It's okay, I'm at a different channel. You
Yeah.
just mute it.
Um.
Brandon,
What about you, Matt?
Brandon,
Anything good going on?
I'll tell this next story in
Okay.
ASMR.
What's the story about?
It's the time that I pissed on the PlayStation.
I thought you said PlayStation.
It's the time
And I said,
pissed.
why did you
It's the time
piss
I
on
pissed on my PlayStation. I opened the CD port and I got a funnel and I stuck it in there and then I pissed in it.
Nice.
Oh yeah, this is the time I pissed.
just Becker like a jackass.
It's the time I pissed on the
Matt,
PlayStation.
when we were doing ASMR, you can't move that mic a lot because all you hear is.
I get it. You don't have to say it. The one time I pissed on the PlayStation.
You gotta get the ear thing to lick. Like,
Yeah.
like what's her name?
Okay, I'm sorry, everybody that's
I
listening.
I
to
accidentally
this.
licked the microphone.
I was going to do that too.
I hit it with a little bit of the tongue. Yeah, I pissed on a police station one time. I was in Brockport. I was obviously fucked out of my mind. I really had to piss, and it was kind of a long walk back to our dorm room. So I was basically, there was like two sides to the police station in Brockport.
There's 4 sides on a police station.
Now that's
At least.
it's just a straight up 2D plane.
It's just a wall.
When the cops go into it, they just become 2-dimensional.
It's a sheet of paper.
I pissed on the police station. I was absolutely fucked out of my mind, and I really had to piss. It was a long walk back to the dorm room, and then I was pissing on the police station, the part of the police station that was like sort of covered. It was like the back of the police station, and I was pissing on the police station, and the cop came out, and then I ran away. And there's forever just a piss on the police station for me.
Forever and never left.
Never
I
left.
never washed it off.
So what about that time that Murph?
Oh, threw up in my garage?
No,
Oh, that was a good one.
pissed on the mail truck.
Oh my fuck, yes.
I pissed on
Oh.
Beth's school bus.
Murph, if you're listening
it?
to this,
On it.
that was fucking fantastic.
Why were you on Beth's school
On the
bus?
side of it.
Oh,
The time that Murph pissed on that mail truck, it was fucking hilarious. What were we doing? We were walking.
I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, we were walking.
You said you were out front of Geo's. I think it was winter, or maybe not.
I
But
don't think so. We were walking basically. All I remember is we were walking by the by Garcia's.
yeah,
I probably shouldn't say where that place is, but in this place where we live,
we've said Hornell multiple times.
next to the place where I get my hair cut, there is the postal station where they park the trucks at night to basically just keep them there so nobody vandalizes
Oh,
them and shit.
I thought you were saying that this mail truck was out front of Geo's.
Like being
No.
actively used.
Yeah. Yeah. It
I
was
thought, yeah, okay.
it was just parked there.
I pissed
Oh.
on a mailman.
He was kind of walking by real quick, and I just
Fucking hosed him.
I just whipped it out. Yeah, but
That was a loud laugh.
Murph. I also have another funny story about Murph after this. Murph really had to piss, and then he basically just whipped it out and pissed all over the fucking mail truck. Also, probably my favorite Murph story was the time he
The
came
dollar bill
over
at Swain.
to my house. What was that?
The dollar bill at Swain. When he wrote his number on it, gave it to the girl.
Oh, yes, that was hilarious. And the time he threw a fucking pepperoni and it got stuck on the roof and it was there for fucking months. He just went whoop, and whipped a pepperoni and it went and got stuck to the ceiling like one of them
Oh,
fucking little
that's when we met
hands.
that one
Yeah,
redhead chick at Swain.
Melanie.
Ken-
No.
Yeah.
I should not say your fucking name. I'm sorry. Bleep that out. I believe that was her name. But
There was like somewhat. And then it was like a week later or whatever, and she came over to her and her friends came over to the table, and we were all just hanging out, having a good time, and the people at Swain.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Sheeter,
So-
someone said you sound like an owl.
I sound like an owl?
Yeah.
I think you said that.
And
How
Someone-
many licks does it
I
take
forget
to get to
who
the center
said
of a
it, but they
Tootsie
were like,
Pop?
hey, you wanna see something that we did that's been here for like a week now? And they were like, sure, what'd you do? And someone just points up, and you can just see the pepperoni sitting on the ceiling.
It was stuck there
And
so
then they
long.
did it.
Yeah,
They
it was-
took pepperoni and threw it up there. That was also stuck
it
there
was
for a
there
while.
so long. Another story about Murph was the time that we used to hang out at my house all the time, and he was like, I think trying to do like a meal thing where he did like
Oh no.
set meals, and he came over to my house one time with just a straight can of uncooked corn. And he consumed the whole thing while we were in the tiny room, which was
Yep.
this basically a little tiny room in my house. And he consumed this entire can of corn, and he was like, I don't feel good. And then he walked out into my garage, and he just threw up a whole can of corn on the floor of my garage. And he was like, I think I have to go home. And it was a ridiculous amount of corn.
Like a whole can's worth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's an entire can worth of corn.
And then the one time we were down at the skate park, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so between the skate park and like the plaza across from it, there's a little creek.
It's a river. Can't River.
Oh, it's a river, I guess. That runs through there. And so we were down at the skate park hanging out,
Murph
and
really
Murph,
wanted the Subway sub.
yeah, Murph goes, "Yo, guys, you want to go get Subway?"
Did you tread through the water?
We were like, "That's a long way to go because I think we had rollerblades on.
Yeah.
And so we would have to go like all the way back up like a mile or 2 miles and then turn and then back 2
Another mile or
miles to
two,
get
yeah.
to Subway.
The alternate route was basically to walk through like thigh deep or knee deep river.
Yeah. And he goes, I'm just going to walk through the creek. And we're like, no, you're not. And he goes, watch me. And
He's do crazy shit.
so he just walks down the hill and just steps in the creek. And I'm pretty sure he didn't even take his shoes off.
I don't think so. He used to do weird
Just walk
shit.
through fucking Subway.
He just yeah. He walks over, he gets a sub, and he comes back with a
bag full of water.
a half gallon of milk, and a
He
Subway
has
sub.
milk. He was always fucking drinking milk.
I don't know why either.
Yeah.
Murph is the best, and it's
He's fucking
hilarious what
hilarious.
he used to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have so many interesting memories with him.
yeah.
Like
I remember.
I know what you're gonna say.
No. This one's not about Murph, but
Okay.
so Matt's mom owns her own company.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. This
And
man's mom.
She.
That Matt for all the listeners.
That man over there.
Yeah.
This man over here. That man
You know, the
there.
fridge.
So between, like,
M&M.
our town is split into like 3 parts: north, south, and then the main
Central.
town.
Like a
And
town that has directions. It's like on Earth somewhere.
Between the two,
It's
It's like
Held
it's
up 4 fingers for you,
the
audio listeners.
directions of Earth are like north, south, west, and east. It's like
So to
something
get
like
from
that.
our
Let's
side
never
to the
eat
north
soggy
side,
waffles.
there are 2 bridges. One's right next to the business his mom owns, and then the other one's like going towards that plaza we were just
Hop,
talking
skip, and a
about.
jump away.
And so the bridge by where his mom worked, it was tore down. And it was tore down for a
Oh, that
while.
sucked.
Like a year and a half or something like that. And it was in the probably late October, middle of November, somewhere around there. And we were going to go down to his mom's shop, and it was like 40 degrees outside. The river was like 30. And we didn't want to go all the way around and then have to turn around and come all the way back to get
It
to
was like an
uh,
extra mile.
his mom's business. Yeah. And so we were like, let's just cross the creek. Was it Madge who we were with, or was it Jake? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
But I remember one of them didn't want to do it.
It might have been pre-match days.
Yeah. And so we go down to the creek, and we're like, whatever, it's not that deep. So we take our shoes, take our socks
It's
off,
Fucking waist
freezing
deep.
cold.
and we just start walking through. And it's like, I mean, on me, it's like up to my knee
Up
on
to your
Matt.
chin.
So it's
like,
up to my ankles.
it's like right past his toes.
It's like up to here on Brandon, and up to like approximately dick length.
Yeah. And
Most people would say hip height.
well, no,
Oh,
Matt's dick length is like his knees.
Dick
Don't
length
worry.
for me, it's like ankles. We're
So
talking.
we're
the
crossing
beginning of
this
my dick
river.
or the end of my dick, because the
And
beginning of my dick is also ankles.
And it is freezing.
He's got tiny legs.
And in the river, there's a bunch of sharp rocks, so we're dying going across it. And it honestly took us probably 5 to 7 minutes to cross this like
It did. Damn.
30-foot river. It took us forever because of all the sharp rocks, and it was also nighttime. I forgot to mention that. Then we get across it, and I'm pretty sure whoever we were with wouldn't cross for a while, and we had to convince them.
Cut that out.
You know, I'm just gonna leave it because nobody was talking. So
If I just
That'll make a good thumbnail pic.
he's just
if I just swallowed the whole.
Hey, what did I tell you about the mouth every time? Every time someone opens their mouth or goes like that,
just put a dick.
put a dick in it.
Yes, I will put a dick in it. That way, our video gets taken down.
Yep.
Would
Yep.
you be impressed if I fit? Oh, would you be impressed if I fit my whole mouth around this microphone?
I bet you can't put a light bulb in your mouth. Don't do that for you audio listener or anyone.
The YouTube listeners, try it. Fuck you guys.
Don't do that
Audio
shit.
listeners, don't please.
Fuck the video people, but we love the audio people.
The whole one that listens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike.
Fuck you, Mike.
Oh wait, yeah. You said something about "fuck you, Matt" last time. I think about that. Man.
Yeah.
So, fuck you, Mike.
Matt. That's mattsmith.com.
Yeah. That
Also,
fucking
Mike, I
pecker.
appreciate you taking my place, and you did a really good job.
And also, Mike, I appreciate everything you've done for me at work, and thanks for being a great coworker and a good friend.
All right, Matt. So what was that story you had?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Memory. Got it.
You're gonna have to put a tear down my face on that. And like
Fuck
that.
you, Brandon. The world's smallest violin.
Was that a violin?
Fuck you. There's a lot of fuck yous happening during this podcast.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I think this energy drink is.
Brandon, you you sound like an owl.
Someone said you sound like an owl.
It was me.
Hey,
I didn't even fucking get that the first time. God damn it. Sluts.
What? You did it?
God fucking damn it.
Dude, that joke's as old as time.
Sluts.
I thought you knew, and that's why you didn't say it.
Talking into them. Are you talking into the drink again? Sniffing
Sniffing
Mike.
Coke and drinking Mike.
Yep.
Actually.
Alani,
Please sponsor us.
if you really want to sponsor us, we will. The drink of the week will be over. All we'll talk about is Alani.
It is really good.
For the rest of
I
the
mean, they
Mine's
do
gone.
have other flavors.
we should try it next week. Oh. We should try that next week. I'm sorry, headphone users. This has been a headphone disaster.
Yeah, I
this
know.
podcast.
It's a good thing we can hear
Audio's been
ourselves. So.
all over the place.
Hey, it's vegan and it's gluten free.
Gluten free.
Brandon, you can't fucking drink it. Gluttons can't drink it.
I'm a glutton.
A glutton for punishment.
Hold on, I have a list of the things I was going to talk about. It might jog my memory.
So, Alex's brother got Carter a trampoline. So I spent all day setting that up.
Oh yeah.
Got mostly done. Realized I put like 6 of the poles backwards
Oh yeah.
What?
for the net
Oh.
because the tops kick out.
Oh, okay.
Not
Ours
that
were
way.
always straight.
I never had them.
It's so weird
Trampoline?
No, I never had the net
that
or the
Oh.
pad for the springs.
so many times, that I got my leg caught between
I'm
those springs.
so glad we had a net. I've fallen off that trampoline twice.
I pushed my brother into a pricker bush off of one.
I got fucked on the trampoline.
Well, the one
so
time I
many
broke
times.
my collarbone.
Oh yeah.
And then you broke it again like a week later skateboarding.
No, it was a couple of years, but yeah.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Hit the
Sit.
burp there.
Same thing if you have dementia.
Oh.
It's like next week, next year.
Chocolate rain.
Some
stay dry,
stay
dry,
and others feel the pain.
What's he say?
Chocolate rain.
Move away from the mic to breathe in.
A lady born will
Die before the rain. Yeah. Those are the lyrics.
There you go.
About what?
Well, we were doing budget 97 like last time.
Budget 97.
Oh yeah, that wasn't even when we were recording.
I was just
So
fucking
budget
around.
97
Yes, you
is
did.
It was in there.
Yeah, it was.
well, part of it, not the like origin of it.
Oh.
Before we were recording, I was setting the stuff up, and Matt was singing into the mic because he could hear himself, like we do every time we put these headphones on.
Yep.
And Mike was making jokes. He's like, "You should just start your own radio," and
I'd be like, we can't afford the
instead of-
music or
yeah,
the rights
instead of
to it.
licensing the music, just sing it.
Oh, yeah.
Next, Adele with "Hello."
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me? I'm
Is
in
it me you're
California
looking
dreaming
for?
Wrong song. Wrong song.
Oh,
we
fuck.
used to be older. Due to the ROCs, motherfuckers. That's Trailer Park Boys. Oh, fuck. I almost pulled my ears off.
Also, for anybody who heard our last podcast when we were talking about Taylor Hawkins and their concerts, they have canceled the rest of their tour.
And they also released the death of Taylor Hawkins, like the reason. He had heroin, marijuana, and a couple other things in his
Yeah, his
system.
heart was like twice the size of a
5 times the size.
5 times. I mean, I had it in the last
Oh.
episode, so.
There's a joke about the Grinch or something
Oh wait,
like
only
that right there.
video listeners, audio listeners, we love you.
And the Grinch's heart grew 2 sizes too big. And then he died.
And then he died of a heroin overdose. But yeah, that's kind of sad. I was really looking forward to going to that concert.
Yeah.
It was like my dream concert.
Yeah.
And he just had to fucking die or something. I don't know.
What a
Yeah.
fucking bitch.
Fucking sluts dying nowadays.
Have you seen those TikToks?
Which ones?
Yeah, it's like a trend with a certain filter where the person just sits there and they have like a caption and it's like yada yada yada, I was texting my boyfriend and then he stopped responding And so I got mad at him because I thought he was like cheating on me.
And he like
And then
committed
it
suicide or
cuts
something.
to a different thing, and it just
His
says
funeral.
he
Yep.
ended up dying, or he was dead the whole time.
I've seen the ones where it was, people like old pictures and videos of their loved ones, whatever, and then it just cuts into like them crying, and it turns out the
Oh.
fucking families. I see a lot of them are fucking kids on there with like cancer and shit. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Kids
I
don't
saw
deserve
one
to die.
earlier today, which was super cool. No, that sounds bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Super
you-
cool.
Cut that shit
this
out.
girl had or has, I'm not really sure, cancer, and she posted something about having cancer, and Billie Eilish
Billie
did a video
Eilish.
for her.
Eyelash, get it?
I didn't even get that until now.
Oh my god.
I'm fucking with you.
That's
how fucking you deserve that one that time.
So she like did a video
Almost
response
said a
and
worse thing.
was just saying like hope you get better or whatever. I didn't see the video. But the sister of the girl that has cancer got them tickets to a Billie Eilish concert like a year ago, and she photoshopped it so it looked like it was just general attendance or whatever in
In
the
the
back,
fucking front row
and it was
or backstage
like,
passes or something.
like front row tickets and everything.
VIP.
Not VIP, but told her like the day before, and they got a poster made, and it said like "Hi Billie,
Is it me you're
it's
looking for?
Cat, I'm cancer free" or something like that. And they held up the thing, and she walked by and she saw it, and then she looked like she started crying.
She
And
probably
then
did.
they had like a picture afterwards.
I mean, Billie's only what, like 20 years old?
Is
Yeah.
she 20, 19?
She's 19
something
or
like that?
20 or
You
something
see
like
that horrible shit about how
And she's got a big heart.
people were.
Oh,
I
the
mean,
only
people are
thing.
fucked up nowadays about
What'd you
all
say?
that shit.
Nothing.
About how
I said heart, not rack.
people are talking about how they're excited when Billie Eilish turned 18.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
people are so
That's
fucked up.
gross.
I know. And the other,
Pedophilia.
there's another
I am
one.
zooming in on your face.
There's another one that people were doing that with too. Another famous person. I can't remember who it was.
Meg,
He's fucked up.
you go. That's disgusting. I go. Oh my god, I know. And I look over at Matt and he goes.
Or 100% getting canceled after this.
Matt has a child.
A daughter at that. I'm going to be pissed if people fucking are hitting on her at like 17. She's not allowed to have any siblings. No siblings. She's not allowed to have any relationships.
No
ever.
fucking siblings.
putting this one up for adoption.
Might have sex or something like that.
We're in New York, not Kentucky.
Jesus.
Rest in peace.
Incest is best. Why go down the street when I go across the hall?
Ah, jeez. Fucking Christ. They're going to have to take like the last 10 minutes of this fucking podcast and cut
If
it
it
out.
bleeds, it breeds.
Yep. That was in the last podcast, Matt. You can't do it twice in a row.
Yeah. Anybody...
Why'd you cut your laughing?
I was trying to think of
Ha
another
ha
one.
ha ha. Ha ha.
This is what you did. You're like,
'Cause my
in your
life's-
thoughts, you just can't laugh and think at the same time. This
They made
podcast is everywhere.
That made a good noise. When I pulled the mic out of there, it went,
Did it? I don't think the audio listeners heard.
yeah.
I heard it.
I thought you were sniffing the mic
Ha ha
again.
ha
Um,
There's a crazy lady that used to live at the Econo Lodge when I was working there.
Live there.
Oh, yeah.
the Econo Lodge is like
people live at
oh
the
wait, no,
Econo Lodge.
that's a pretty big company. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Okay.
But there was this lady named Cheryl Ann Carter, rest in peace.
Oh, okay. We can keep her name in. I was like, you just gave her whole name.
HIPAA violations. Can't talk about the dead.
I'm a fucking doctor. Yeah, Cheryl Ann Carter, she was this absolutely fucking nuts lady. And she used to talk about how she was, she had like some kind of thing like schizophrenia or something like that. And she would always come into the office while I was there. And she'd say, I'm waiting for the bus to pick me up. And I'd be like, okay. And then the bus would never come. And she would sit in the fucking office for hours every day. And she used to call herself, it seems absolutely fucking made up, but it's 100% true. She'd call herself the master of raw assistance.
Raw
And
assistant.
she'd say, I'm the master of raw assistance.
What's that even mean?
And then she'd call herself Master Giarosa. And she'd be like, I'm Master Giarosa, and me and her friend, Bamsey, who died, she'd say, me and Bamsey are going up to the big test tube in the sky. I was like, what? And I won't repeat some of the horrible things she'd say, but she had some kind of thing for men, black men. And she'd talk about how her and Bamsey are going up to the big vial in the sky to have sex with black men. And I was like, oh my fucking God, what is wrong with this lady? And she used to sit in the office on this, there's like a couch there, and she would think that things were flying around her head, and she'd sit there and go like this. Like literally.
Almost like half our podcast. It looks like there's nothing there, but it's usually a fly or something.
And then a week later, Matt took his drone up to fuck with her some more.
Oh, yeah. Did I ever tell you about that?
Wait, was it?
It wasn't her, but
no, it was another guy, right?
it was another dude who was
Yeah.
still alive, so I won't mention him. He used to think that he'd tell me every time he'd come, he was doing meth hardcore.
Government's watching.
Come into the office and he'd say, someone was flying drones about the size of bees around my head last night. And he'd say, they're flying around my head while I'm sleeping. And he would buy tubes of great stuff. And of course he was just renting there. And he'd fill the little cracks in all the doors and shit because he thought that bees were coming in the doors and flying around his head and surveilling him. And the government was trying to steal all his information and shit.
That's why the bee movie blew up. It's all government propaganda
Yeah.
to keep people from killing their robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically a disaster. I feel really bad for people like that. But also, I can't help but fucking laugh. I mean, it's just hilarious as shit.
Did I ever tell you anything about Alex's grandma?
No.
Oh my
She's
god.
got dementia pretty bad. And she was born in Germany.
Oh, yeah.
So born and raised during World War II. Came over here I think when she was it was somewhere between 16 and 21 that she came over here.
Yeah.
But they tried getting her Hitler Youth and stuff.
Oh,
But
yeah.
she was here in I don't know, last January, something like that. And she just kept going off the rails about some of the stories and stuff.
Yeah.
And she came in, she's like, "Is Alex treating you right?" I was like, "No." She's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, she beats me every night." And like my story would change every time.
Yeah.
She's like, "Where's Alex?" I was like, "At the bar getting drunk." And she's like 9 months pregnant
Yeah.
because Carter was due soon.
Yeah.
And then like just the funniest shit that I would say, like, and she would never remember, so that's why I said it. But she was like, every time I came home from work, she would, "Who's that man? Who's like?" She'd say to Alex, "Who's that man?" And one of the days, Alex was like, "I don't know who that is." Like, started freaking out, like just to see what she would do. Like, I had to leave.
Yeah. I've also gone through that shit with my grandpa and his girlfriend. They were doing all kinds of crazy shit. They would play games of cards because they were always big into playing hearts and all kinds of shit like that. And they would sit there for hours and play games of cards. And they'd say...
Playing Go Fish?
They'd play like hearts and euchre and all that shit. And then one of them would say, "What game are we playing?" And they'd sit there for 4 hours, 5 hours, and they'd just throw cards at each other. And my grandpa would put cards down, and then he'd pick up the discard pile and put it in his hand. And he'd have like 40 cards in his hand. And then like literally 10 minutes later, they'd say, "What game are we playing? Does anybody know what game we're playing?" And I'd be like, "Nope, no clue." And then
Next game.
Ruth, his girlfriend, she would go to community bank and she'd write a check and she'd say, "I need you to go cash this check for me." And I'd say, "Okay." And then I'd cash the check and I'd bring her the money back. And by the time I got back, she'd have another check ready. And she'd say, "I need you to go cash this check for me." And then she'd do this thing where she'd order new checkbooks all the time. And she'd say, "I need to get this check cashed so I can pay the insurance." And I'm like, "What in the fuck? You have no idea what you're talking about." It's just total nonsense. But dementia and all kinds of shit like that really fucks with people big time.
Dementia fucking sucks.
Yeah. But you know how they always talk about how I watched a documentary recently about dementia and what they think causes it. And they say that there's like plaques and tangles that grow in people's brains that can like cut off neurons and stuff like that. And for a while they thought that's what was causing dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff like that. And they found out that has nothing to do with it. That they would take people who died that had symptoms of dementia and they cut their brain open and they look at it and they had no plaques and tangles. And then people that had no dementia, If I don't even remember if I already said that. They'd cut their brains open and they'd show that they have no, that they do have, you know what I'm trying to fucking say.
Tripping
Well,
over your words.
It's
Yeah.
like a, I mean, not really, just different type of thing. But like boxers and stuff that have a lot
yeah.
of head trauma
Muhammad
Um,
Ali.
that like just get super angry over nothing, and
Football
then
players.
they end up dying, and then they realize that they had like
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is, but I watched a whole documentary on it.
Yeah.
TBI,
Is that what it is?
traumatic brain injury.
Muhammad
Um,
Ali was having that hardcore. I mean, of course, one of the greatest boxers of all time. And by the time he, of course, he was getting persecuted for being a Muslim and all that kind of stuff. And
Being
Yeah.
a draft dodger.
yeah, and then they found out that he was having that hardcore Parkinson's syndrome, and having symptoms of Parkinson's. And he came back to fight after the time that, of course, the government was suing him all that shit. And by the time he came back to fight, he was only like 38 or 39 or something like that, and he was absolutely fucked. He couldn't
Yeah.
even fight at all. And they scheduled the fight, and he just got the shit beat out of him because his brain just didn't work. He was just standing there and trying to defend himself and just getting absolutely pummeled. One of the greatest fighters of all
The
time.
thing I'm talking about, I can't. It happens a lot with boxers and football players.
Concussions?
Well, I think it's caused by
It's TBI.
concussions and
TBI is it's brain bleeding. It more or less kills certain sections of your brain and stuff. There's Aaron Hernandez actually had it,
Oh, yeah.
and he's dead now. I think
But,
he
like, they
committed
can't-
suicide.
they can't. Yeah.
But
it causes a lot of people to commit
PTSD.
yeah,
suicide.
he
or
killed
murder
his
other
girlfriend
people.
or some
Yep.
shit, then went to
Yes.
jail.
Yeah,
Yep.
him. Yep.
There's a huge documentary on Netflix about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was a
Um,
Patriots player.
and
He
you
won a
can't-
Super Bowl.
You can't do testing or anything unless they're dead, because you got to
Yeah.
basically cut the brain apart.
They saw it on his
Oh, yeah.
MRIs
CAT scan
or whatever the hell it is.
Well, you can't like tell. I mean, you can see like brain bleeding and stuff, but you can't. I don't know. I don't know enough about this to actually even go into it, honestly.
Yeah.
It's some
Um,
fucked up shit.
All that shit. Horrible.
I watched
horrible,
one documentary, so
diseases and
Any
shit.
people who like fucking hit their head hard.
Oh, yeah. Football players,
yeah.
boxers, MMA, UFC. I mean, you really are. If you make a decision to go into something like that, you better be ready to deal with the consequences of all this horrible
Yeah.
injuries and concussions. And
Like I got a buddy that races motocross, and he's had, I think he said in one season he had like fucking 4 or 5 concussions,
damn.
yeah, it'll mess you up.
and I mean, he's always blaming being stupid on that, but
Yeah.
who knows?
That dude.
I mean, being stupid
Just-
isn't gonna save him from what happens with concussions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, he kind of probably should stop racing then,
I mean,
or
even
stop wrecking.
my memory.
Yeah.
I get worried about my memory, of course, sometimes because I don't even know what is fucking wrong with me, and I just have absolutely shit memory. Like just 2 seconds ago, he's like, "What were you talking about?" And I'm like, "No fucking clue. Not, I don't have a
I
chance."
just usually have too much shit going on in my head, and it
Yeah.
filters out the stuff that I care less about.
Yeah.
I have that problem too. Like when I try to, some of you people might, my chair all fucked or something. Is it making that noise?
I hear it.
I don't know, but some of you people might have similar experiences where I have a hard time sleeping or falling asleep because I cannot physically turn my brain off. When I go to sleep, it's like my brain goes into overdrive, and it just is running 24/7, like 100 times faster than it normally
Sign
is.
of autism.
Yeah.
I don't
Do
know.
you
Did I
have
tell you-
ADHD?
It
Probably.
was diagnosed for a while I was in college, but I don't take the stuff anymore because Adderall used to make me feel horrible. It'd make me really angry. When I was in Brockport, I was taking it for a while, and when I would walk, like, there's so many people on the sidewalks and stuff like that, and I would get physically angry at people for walking slowly. I'd be like, "What the fuck is happening here? You're walking so slow," and it just makes me
Shit, I thought I
angry.
muted that.
Shit like that.
So, the sleep that we're talking about, how you have the issues with sleep or whatever with
Yep.
your active mind. Well, mine's a little bit different issue. Mine, so I thought it was restless leg syndrome that I had,
Oh yeah.
but it's actually I just have really, really, really bad circulation in my legs for blood.
Huh.
And I was having issues one day where my legs were just fucking killing, and it was the same feeling that I have when I sleep.
Mhm.
And Alex's sister like grabbed my leg, and she's like, "Your legs are like really fucking cold, like, and they were super light in color,
Oh yeah.
like they're not getting the proper amount of blood flow and everything."
I had that.
I should have went to the
Sorta,
fucking
too.
doctors about it, but I haven't yet.
I used to
But-
kick when I slept. Do you remember that?
No.
I just remember though. One day we slept out in the living room, and I was on that long chair,
I remember that.
and you were already awake for like once. You were awake before me, and
Oh yeah.
instead of like side tables, they had these little pillars,
I
and
fucking hate
there was a
those.
glass cup with just a little bit of water in it because I drank the rest of it. And in my sleep, I just went. And for the audio listeners, I lifted up my hand and I just smacked the cup off, and it just goes on the ground, and that wakes me up just hitting the cup.
Yeah.
And I wake up and I look over at Matt and I go,
You fucked up.
did I just slap that onto the ground? And he goes, were you asleep? I was like, yeah.
I used to do stuff like that too. I was a really bad sleep talker. I don't know if I still do that. Obviously because no one sleeps with me except the ghosts in my room. But I was a really bad sleep talker, and I probably still am. I definitely have that problem with sleeping. And that's why I went to that doctor recently, and he referred me to some place in Rochester that is like a sleep clinic.
That'd be cool.
Where they're gonna like look at
Analyze you.
my patterns of sleep and shit, and yeah, I'm excited for it because I can't even remember the last time I woke up and I felt refreshed. I mean, the last time I woke up and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it was such a good sleep. Last time, I mean, it was probably
I always wake up
15
and
years
I'm
ago.
tired. Like, I could literally go to bed at like 8 p.m. and then sleep till like 3 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, if I,
Like,
Yeah,
I
but
wake
then
up.
again, you can oversleep and
Oh,
then
yeah.
you wake up
Yeah.
tired.
yep,
I usually need about 7.5 hours of sleep, and I'm like perfect.
yeah, I have a hard
I've
time
been getting
waking up
about
too.
6 hours of sleep and I'm still tired. But then I'll get like. Yeah, I'll get like 7-8 hours of sleep on the week.
You
Sorry, I
hear
had to think.
You hear that?
No. Oh,
It's my eyelashes.
I'll get like 7 or 8 hours of sleep on the weekends, and I'll still wake up tired. And then I'll be like, well, it's a weekend. I'll just go back to sleep.
yeah.
And then I wake up still tired, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on?
It doesn't matter how little or how much sleep I get. I don't. I think I remember a specific point in my life, a specific day actually, where I think I got a good restful sleep.
I don't think that's recording.
I don't know.
No, it is. It is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I remember a time where I was in my old house and I woke up and it was just a nice day outside, and I remember thinking, "Oh, that was a good sleep." But that's the last time I think.
I'm a pretty good sleeper. I usually
I
have-
literally can't take
every now
naps.
and then I have a good
Yeah.
night, or every now and then I have a bad night of sleep, but it's not too often.
There was the
I hate napping. I wake up all sweaty and
yeah,
fucking.
there was
Oh,
the
yeah.
one day
More tired than I
Madge
was
were coming over, and I got home from work a little after 9, made dinner, and then I was just sitting there waiting for Madge to get out of work at 11, and it hit probably like 10:15, 10:30ish, and I ended up just passing out. And then I just wake up to somebody knocking, and I mean I'm asleep, so it sounds really loud.
Yes.
And it's just like Madge is banging on my door, and I wake up and I go, yeah. And then you and Madge just open up the door, and Madge goes, Brandon, why don't you text me back? And I go,
Could you tell I'm fucking sleeping?
I was asleep. I wasn't awake for like an hour. I
Yeah.
mean, because Madge was like this was probably like 45 minutes later. We're hanging out up in my office having a few drinks, and he goes, Brandon, we can leave. We don't have to stay here. Like, you can go to bed. And I go, no, I'm fine. It's just, this is what happens when I take naps. Like,
Give me
I'm not
that.
tired anymore,
Yeah.
but I'm not, like, awake.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I wish there was something that I could take. I've tried CBD.
Have you tried melatonin?
I have tried melatonin.
I tried it and it kept me up.
The
I
thing
think
is, a
It
lot of
reacts
people,
different with people.
Yeah.
a lot of people take melatonin because they can't sleep, but it's mainly just because their sleep schedule is fucked up, and then they take it too much because it kind of helps, and then if you take too much melatonin, it'll actually make you sleep worse.
Yeah. I don't know if I only took one and it fucking kept me up. I could not fall
Yeah.
asleep.
Oh
But then
my
again,
God.
I was on a pretty set schedule. I just wanted to see if it would give me a deeper sleep.
Yeah.
Well, before I got strep, when I was sick, the one time I asked you if you were, or no. Yeah, it was like a week before I got strep, and I went down and I got stuff because I was just super stuffed up. So I got, I don't know, whatever Walgreens brand stuff, and they had the day and the night stuff.
Mhm.
I took the day during the
Dayquil,
day.
NyQuil, whatever. Like
The
that
night stuff will fuck you up sometimes.
Yeah, and I took the night stuff at like 7 o'clock.
makes you conk out.
And I passed out at 9. Woke up at midnight and I was like, "Fuck, that's bad. I gotta take that later."
My brother
Yeah.
used to take ZQL
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's just a sleep aid,
Yeah.
I
and
have
he would
tried
take.
that.
He like got more or less addicted to it there for a little while.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
just
the
the
thing.
sleep.
Yeah.
And now he was doing fucking energy drinks all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you cannot. That's not good for you. And
It's
then
like
he fucking started
that
having
person
He's
that
just
I
issues.
shooting
know.
it out.
He started having issues and
That
had to go to
person.
the fucking doctor or emergency room or some shit about it. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
stick to better shit.
Listen, I can quit anytime I want.
That's a fucking lie.
Alani, I need more. Send me some.
It's the
Yeah.
first energy drink I've had in a long time.
Melatonin
Is it? Me too.
doesn't help me fall asleep, but it helps me stay asleep, I think.
Yeah.
But if it does, it's very slight. I don't really find a lot of help. I don't think that melatonin really helps me. I think definitely a portion of it is because when I can't sleep, I get frustrated. And then I'm like, I'll just look at my phone. And then when I look at my phone, it kind of distracts me. And then I think, okay, this is better. But in reality,
It's making it worse.
it makes it worse. So I have to try to stop using my phone as kind of like, I don't know if it's the right word for it, but like a comfort aid thing.
Yeah.
Because it helps me stay, I think, relaxed. What really does help me,
I have to get up and
is-
walk around.
meditation really helps me. Even though I'm really bad at it, I'll just find one of those YouTube videos that's like an aided meditation thing, and that helps.
Oh,
Uh,
that app. Luminescence or whatever it is.
I haven't tried that in a while, but
Did that help you sleep at all?
I don't think so.
Because when you showed it to me, I was just going through them, and they were super cool, super relaxing, and then they had the one on there for sleep, and so I turned it on, I set it like right above me, and then I just laid down. I passed out like right away.
Yeah.
Alex can attest to how deep I end up sleeping.
Yeah.
She says, or she tells me that, like, when I'll wake up in the morning, she's like, how do you not wake up? And I was like, from what? She's like, Carter was literally in your face screaming at you.
That's how I am.
I'm like, I don't know, I just didn't wake up.
Yeah, I have that same type of thing.
Speaking of sleep, though, like, well, obviously we've been on the topic. Lucid dreaming.
Oh my
Ah.
god.
Have you ever done it?
So
Successfully, I should say. Because I've
anytime
tried.
I-
I've never been able to do it.
yeah, anytime I've tried to lucid dream, I just don't. But there was one time, because I used to do, some nights I would try to lucid dream and then I would take a break for a little bit and then try again. And it was during like the little break that I was taking from trying to lucid dream, and I remember the dream perfectly. I'm not going to talk about it on the podcast because it's a little weird.
Sexual healing.
Yeah.
Fucking his sister.
And
Kentucky.
no.
I mean,
So
yeah, like 5 of them.
I I
All
was
5 at
sleeping,
once.
and
Welcome
I was
to Budget, whatever it is.
Budget 97.
Budget 97. I was having this dream, and in my dream I was like, "Yo, I'm dreaming. I'm finally lucid dreaming." Got super excited. It was
Woke
like
up.
2 seconds later, and I was like going on with my dream. It was like 2 or 3 seconds, and then I just got excited that I was lucid dreaming and woke up. And I haven't ever been able to do it since.
How do you get yourself to the state?
I don't know. I've never been able to.
Yeah.
I've read a bunch of stories, and
Oh.
it seems awesome, but
Yeah.
I've never been able to. I've tried a bunch of
I heard
different
it's
things.
also a rabbit hole. Like you can get addicted to it.
Yeah.
There's one of the methods was to start at 500 and count down, and
I'd get to like maybe 480.
450.
Yeah.
and then you usually fall asleep before you even get to 0. But every second you're supposed to be like 500. I'm dreaming. 499. I'm dreaming, and then just keep
I
doing
lose
that.
count.
My
And
mind.
so I do that almost every night, and that's how I go to bed.
You say 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep.
I
4
just go
sheep.
to bed so quickly.
My mind really wanders. I have a hard time keeping on track. Like I'll get to like maybe 480, and then I'm like, oh, do you remember that time that you shit your pants? And then do you remember that time that I put those brakes on the
I gotta
Mazda?
do
and
this
then
tomorrow.
I had a hard
Yeah,
time.
there's
What
only
did I have
been
for dinner?
Brake pads on.
I think there's only been like 2 or 3 times that I've actually gotten to 0, and it's only nights that I'm like
And then you
forcing
count
my-
back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nights that I'm forcing myself
5,
to
4,
sleep when
3,
I'm not
2,
tired.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
But sometimes
6,
I'll do
7,
that,
8,
and I'll get
9,
down to like 420, 419.
420, blaze it,
Yeah.
YOLO.
I'll get down to 420, and I'll just rip.
Speaking
Um,
of 420,
just
you know what's
rip.
funny about 420?
What?
My dad picked up his camper on 420 last year.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
He's like, I was flipping through his, he's got a book with all of his bills written in it.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, I was going through, it was like May, I think. And it was like 420, or April, I guess.
Yep.
It says 420. Because I think it said camper payment when I was on May. So I flipped back. And he was like, oh, you know what 420 is?
Jesus.
I was like, the day you picked up a camper? It says it right here.
Um,
I was like, Hitler's birthday?
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He's
sometimes I'll get down to like 380 or whatever,
420.
and then I'll lose count, and I'll be like falling asleep, and then I'll wake back up, and I'll still be counting, but I will be on a totally different number than what I'm supposed to be at. Like I'll go from like 380, and then I'll wake up and I'll be like 160, 150, and then I'll be like, fuck, I'm not supposed to be here, and then I start waking up because I'm realizing what's going on, and then I just restart.
I have this thing. It's like what is that noise?
Neighbor's
Dogs.
dog.
It's not really describable. It's very hard to describe, and it seems very weird. But I have a thing where I sleep also very deeply, and I will be having, like that thing called hypnotic jerk where you're trying to fall asleep and then you go, whoa, like you feel
Shake
like
yourself
you're
awake.
falling.
Yeah.
I have that, but I will be fully asleep when it happens. So I'll have a thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's very weird. But
It's happened to me a couple times.
Apparently,
I'll
I
be-
have like a mini seizure before I go
Yeah,
to sleep.
I have this thing where like I'll be sleeping, and then out of nowhere, I feel like someone's like trying to grab me or something like that, and then I just go whoa, and I wake up and I'm like, oh, what was that?
There's a Timmy boy.
Like it was so real.
He must have gotten
Hey,
pissed
Tim.
at hearing us talk.
Yeah, he just get out of here.
Yeah, it happens to me a lot where if someone wakes me up while I'm sleeping, I have a natural response where my brain is not working and someone wakes me up and I just go, okay.
Mine's what the fuck do you want?
Yeah.
I hate when people wake me up.
Or I just go, yeah. Like, sorry, headphone users.
Yeah, mine's usually just, what?
Yeah.
Especially like when I'm trying to fall asleep and someone, or like if I'm just dazing off and someone fucking wakes me up like when I'm almost asleep.
Oh, yeah.
Like, are you fucking serious right now? Like, just leave me
I-
alone.
Have a thing too. It's on the topic of that where Oh shit, it's leaving. It's leaving. Come back.
Dementia.
Tim, bring that memory back.
Dementia.
Matt is actually very
Dementiated.
no, he's actually I think very worried about my memory.
I think Madge and I both are, but I'm pretty sure it's just your thyroid.
I don't know. Well, because I've been on the different,
Yeah.
they've increased my thyroid dose like times 3, and it hasn't made a difference. So I don't know. I don't really know about it. Fucking thyroid is all just a bunch of bullshit.
Might as well just cut it out. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Get rid of half your organs. You don't need them.
Exactly.
Fuck it.
Fuck the kidneys. Fuck my heart.
Yeah. Fuck it. Put pig's heart in there.
Yeah, I have a hard time sleeping, and that also happens to me where I have that thing where I'll wake up and my brain's like behind a little bit or something, and then that's what happens
Yeah.
when someone says something while I'm sleeping, it's sort of like that. But last night I was sleeping and I heard some noise in my sleep, and it wasn't anyone talking. I heard something and I just did that. I went okay. Oh, I did that. It was hilarious. What the fuck was it? I think I was in Brockport or something like that, and someone did that, and I was sleeping in my it was a shitty ass bunk bed thing, and I almost said my boyfriend. My roommate was below me, and he
But
was.
it was. I bet you're top.
Your boyfriend was blowing you?
Yeah, my boyfriend was blowing me. He was below me, and
He was blowing me.
That's why I said
I was
that.
getting blown. And he didn't say anything, but there was some kind of noise that my brain thought was someone saying something.
Okay.
I just blurted something out loud. He was like, "What?" And I was like, "I don't know what I just said. I have no idea. It was just my brain just subconsciously blurting something out, like it always does."
Alex, when she sleep talks quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
And the other night we were laying on the couch. I think this is probably two maybe 3 weeks ago. Laying on the couch, she passes out fucking all the time.
Yeah.
Besides the point, she was laying on the couch just after she put Carter down, and she's just sitting there sleeping, and has a baby monitor next to her, and she just wakes up in a panic. Where's the
Yeah.
baby? It's like, in bed? You just put her there. No, where's the baby? It's like, your monitor's right next to you. You just put the baby to sleep.
Yeah.
No, she isn't. She was right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a while ago. Are you sleeping? That's the only part that she knows of, because I put it in her mind, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
she woke up a little bit from it.
Well, you did that too. You thought you were, you rolled over on top of Carter.
Yeah, that was probably a month before that.
Yeah, it's got to be terrifying. You're sitting in that
Well,
moment.
you shouldn't have your baby sleeping in the bed.
Yeah.
First off,
They do say, yeah.
I
Whatever.
lost that battle
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah. The whole sleeping thing is very weird. The whole idea of sleeping is very weird. How your brain, they always say that, you know how they say if you're studying for a test or something like that, how you should sleep the night before?
Yeah.
It's because...
You should sleep every night.
Fuck sleep.
Well, no, they're what is
Uh,
that actually? It's like
It's
you
that your brain...
you study right before bed and then you sleep or something like that.
Your
your
brain processes and stuff.
When it... think of it like a computer when it reads and it writes. So when you're awake, your brain writes into your memory slowly. But when you're asleep, your brain writes 20 times faster than it is when you're awake. So that's why you should always you should always sleep before a
Matt's new
test
song.
or something.
That's why you should always.
That's why you should always
Performing next on Budget
That's why you should
97.
Budget 97.
That's why you should always. That's why you should always. What? Never, never. Never, never do.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo.
That's why you should always study before bed.
That's why you should always. Anytime, like with the Rubik's Cube.
Careful with the mic.
Yeah. When I was learning how to solve the Rubik's
You could
Cube,
do it right before bed.
I would study it and I would think, I have no idea what I'm doing. And then next morning,
Sleep on it.
I'd wake up and then I'm like, oh, I totally know what's happening right now. And it's some kind of thing with the way your brain writes
Yeah.
and reads that it cements something into your mind. It's a very weird experience when you are learning something. Oh, that bird just went fucking crazy out there.
Hey,
It's like-
did you notice that the branch is
Missile.
gone now?
I'm Groot. Did you cut it?
Yeah.
Thanks. I was terrified.
I cut a bunch of branches today. Oh, wait. There's one leaning against the house right here now.
Oh shit.
The one I cut.
It's
coming closer. It's attacking.
Oh, I also want to remind you guys that only 50% of the people, approximately, that watch these videos are subscribed. And so if you're watching this video, give it a like, give it a subscribe, comment down below,
Hit the
watch
bell.
it on, hit the bell, watch it on Spotify, Anchor, and the other fucking thing.
Yeah.
Apple.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube,
Uh,
and one of our friends actually just put out a new song. I will
yes.
have a section or a portion of that playing at the end of this podcast.
And
During the credits.
We can put it in the description.
Yeah,
too.
go check them out. Public Water Supply. I'll have a link to that music video right in the description.
During the credits that we don't have.
Yeah, during the credits. Roll credits.
Roll the credits.
Just cut.
There's an interesting story. It's kind of without a backstory. The person
I hit
that
my hand on
is
the
the
button.
lead singer for that band, one of my friends, is my first ever friend. And the story about it.
No, he was one of my first ever friends.
my first.
No,
ever.
he was my first.
It's funny because me and Sheeter actually were in the same kindergarten class. It was
Oh,
me,
yeah.
him, and
I was right next door.
Matt Preston.
And the
I
other.
come over for
our other
movie
friend.
nights or movie days.
Nate.
Yeah.
Ignatius by Daylight
Yeah.
on Instagram.
The way I met Nate is because my grandpa's name was Ignatius, and Nate's name is also Ignatius, his first name. And so I was going into my kindergarten class, I think, where
His mom was a teacher.
his mom was the teacher.
Yeah.
And there's that sick-ass elephant slide.
Yeah, that thing was cool.
and
You
so,
guys were spoiled.
Spoiled.
and so, and so I was walking into that class one time, and my grandpa, because, I was like literally like 5, and I was terrified to meet new friends. And my grandpa was like, I'll come with you. And then I saw Nate walking down the hallway at the same time. And my grandpa said, hey, what's your name? And he went like this.
He stuck a microphone out.
And then he said, Ignatius. And he said, that's my name too. And he said, this is my grandson. You guys are friends now.
Damn, really didn't even give him a choice.
So
I just thought his name was Matt, so my name's Matt, so we have to be friends.
So that's why you ditched the podcast.
So-
It's because you're on it.
exactly. So Nate, you're definitely not listening to this, but if you are, you should come on sometime and we can talk about all our crazy fucking stories.
Yeah.
Same with you, Dave.
Oh, and we
But-
also, if he comes on or he should be coming on the podcast relatively soon, right?
Something like that.
Who?
I don't know.
Uh,
Oh, Dave.
Nate
Nate?
Oh, Nate.
in his band.
I don't
haven't
know.
asked him since he ditched us.
Yeah. And then I also
Fucking
got a hold
Nate, we're not
of
friends anymore.
Fuck.
I got a hold of Garden,
Yeah. So
and he
Garden,
should be coming on
future episode.
Who's
second week of
second week of April.
April.
Garden,
Nick.
Nick or Carpenter,
that?
or I guess Nick Kerr.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Matt.
What?
You.
I mean, that is his name.
No, I think he got rid of the Carpenter
Yeah,
part.
I know. That is his
Oh, he
name.
did?
But people are going to think you were just making a joke.
No,
It's literally Nick
Kerr.
Kerr. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll call him Garden to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I was just trying to let
I
because he was
know,
kind of
yeah.
confused.
we're definitely going to be having more guests on in the future. And if you're one of those people out there
That wants
That
to be a guest.
wants to be on the
Let us
podcast,
know.
message either any of us, and we will work something out. We're basically open to having pretty much anybody on at this point.
Yeah, if you got a cool story that you want to tell,
Yeah.
let us know.
Yeah.
You can even leave it down in the comments, and we'll
We'll
tell
read
your
it.
story for you
If it's good.
if it's any
Yeah.
good.
And
Yeah.
if it's appropriate, because we're family friendly here.
Only
You
family
guys are.
friendly. I don't even
but
think you could say that.
thank you all for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. That'll really help the most. Subscribe.
And Alani, let us know if you want.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Please.
And Alani, let us know if you want to
Yes,
be.
Alani.
Uh,
This was actually really good. I drank all mine
Yeah. mine
pretty
too.
quickly.
Mine's been
Oh
gone
wow!
since
I
the
didn't.
beginning.
I didn't even see you chug that.
I did
Shotgun
chug
that
it.
stabbed
I'll
the whole
just
pound.
chug it. Yeah, once again, I know I've said it twice already, but leave a like on the video, subscribe, click the bell, watch it on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Music,
Yeah.
all that shit. Only 50% of the people that watch these videos are subscribed. So fucking subscribe, god damn it.
Q.
No, I'm
Public
just
Water
kidding.
Supply.
Yep.
The kitchen song. Oh, I love this song.
Me too.
It's the first time hearing it for me.
Yeah.
video's hilarious.
Yeah, I really like this music video. Here I am watching it. It's in a screen in front of me.
Let the tofu sizzle, and the rain outside can drizzle.